Our next writer, Nnedi Okorafor, is one of the most successful writers in the field, and the ASFS is pleased to present her reading from her winning novella, Remote Control.
Hi, I'm Nnedi Okorafor, and I'm going to read from my Nommo award-winning novella, Remote Control. So I'm going to start at the very beginning. Chapter 1, Sankofa. It starts with a quote from Omar Little from The Wire. "You come at the king, you best not miss." The moon was just rising when Sankofa came up the dirt road. Her leather sandals slapped her heels softly as she walked. Small, swift steps made with small, swift feet. When she passed by, the crickets did not stop singing, the owls did not stop hooting, and the aardvark in the bushes beside the road did not stop foraging for termites. Yards behind her in the darkness trotted the small red-furred fox rumored to follow her wherever she went. This type of creature wasn't known to live in Ghana, but stranger things were always afoot when Sankofa was around. Sankofa was 14 years old, but her petite frame and chubby cheeks made her look closer to 10. Her outfit was a miniature version of what the older, more affluent Mamprusi women of northern Ghana wore: a hand-dyed, long yellow biosilk skirt, a matching top embroidered with expensive lace, and a purple and yellow headband made of twisted cloth. She wore the gold hoop earrings, too. She'd done the head wrap exactly how her mother used to when her mother visited friends. Beneath the head wrap, Sankofa covered her bald head with a short-haired black wig. She'd slathered her scalp with extra coats of thick shea butter she'd recently bought, so the wig wasn't itchy at all. She also applied a thin layer to her face, taking care to massage it into where her eyebrows used to be. Despite the night's cloying heat, the shea butter, and her elaborate heavy outfit, she felt quite cool at the moment. A young man leaned against a mud hut, smoking a cigarette in the dark. As he blew out smoke, he spotted her. Choking on the last puff, he cupped his hands over his mouth. "Sankofa is coming!" he hollered in Iwe, grabbing the doorknob and shoving the door open. "Sankofa is coming!" People peeked out of windows, doorways, from around corners and over their shoulders. Nostrils flared, eyes were wide, mouths opened, and healthy hearts pounded like crazy. "Sankofa is coming, oh," someone shouted in pidgin English. "Sankofa, Abba, Sankofa strolling, Sankofa, oh." "Here she comes. Beware of remote control, oh, the most powerful of all witchcraft, Sankofa bird landing." Women scooped up their toddlers playing in the dirt and ushered their older children inside. Doors shut. Steps quickened. Car doors slammed, and those cars sped off. The girl called Sankofa walked up the quiet, deserted road of the town that was pretending to be full of ghosts. Her face was dark and sweet, and her jaw was set. The only item she carried was the amulet bag a juju man had given her 5 years ago, not long after she left home. It softly bounced against her hip. Its contents were simple: a roll of money that she rarely needed, a wind-up watch, a jar of shea butter bigger than a grown man's fists, a hand-drawn map of Accra, and a tightly rolled-up book. For the last week, her book had been an old copy of No Orchids for Miss Blandish, a paper novel she'd barely understood yet deeply enjoyed. Before that, a crumbling copy of Gulliver's Travels. The town was clearly not poor. There were a few huts, but they were well built and well kept. This night, though, dark as a cave, Sankofa could see hints of bright light coming from within. These mud huts had electricity. People feared her, but they still wanted to watch television. Beside them were modern homes which equally feigned vacancy. Sankofa felt the town staring at her as she walked. It was hoping, wishing, praying that she would pass through, a wraith in the darkness. She set her eyes on the largest, most modern-looking home in the neighborhood. The huge, hulking white mansion with a red roof surrounded by a large white concrete gate, topped with broken green bottle glass, was easy to see. As she approached the white gate, she noticed a large black spider walking up the side. Its long, strong legs and hairy, robust body looked like the hand of a wraith. "Good evening," Sankofa said in Mampruli, as she stepped up to the gate's door. The spider paused, seeming to acknowledge and greet her back. Then it continued on its way into the forest of broken glass on top of the gate. Sankofa smiled. Spiders always had better things to do. She wondered what story it would weave about her and how far that story would carry. She lifted her chin, raised a small fist, and knocked on the gate's door. "Excuse me, I would like to come in."
Thank you for that fine reading, Nnedi.